Hello everyone and welcome to another live stream here on the twitch.tv / the Xisuma, playing on the Hermitcraft server. I think there's going to be a bridge here one day. I think there's going to be a bridge. We're working on Wall Street today, by the way. I've just decided I want this to be my thumbnail. Because it's so damn awesome. Love it. Welcome to the peeps tuning in. Hero Blender, Chiwi Pepper, Soundwave Hope. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've been working on the building. As you can see, it's grown a little bit. I also got some ideas for what to do on the side of the building. I want to figure out the entrance here as well, because I kind of realized I don't want this to be an entrance down here. This would be the design of like the main building, because I was looking at Wall Street and next to this big bit it's like windows all the way down to the floor. So if we ever get around to working on this side over here today, it'll be something along the line of windows down to the ground. Oh woo, says NFS script. Yeah, oh woo. Oh, wait. The permits, they only help the hermits. I thought this was like an anti permit thing. Dang. So I want to make these doors look a little more closed off, like they used to be doors, but now they're not. I think the glass might just help with that. Going to extend that upwards. Going to figure out the side of the building, and then probably work on the sandstone stuff. So some of this could really breeze by quickly. Is kind of what I'm getting at. I think I'm gonna go embrace this whole glass thing that we got going on. Or maybe, like, what if I had a stair block there? Ah, that might work. That might work. Just need the right material. Antinopo, maybe. I'm gonna start a new club against the Antinopo. Alright, join me in my against the Antinopo. Actually, I'm leaving that group and I'm starting the does not stand for the against the Antinopo group thing. Okay. That way no one will know where I really stand, which is exactly what I want to achieve. To be as fuzzy as possible. Wow, I'm doing too many things here. There's too many little jobs that need doing in my inventory. I don't see iron. Maybe I didn't bring iron over here. Glass. Glass. That'll do just nicely. Pro-po. The pro-po. Pro-po. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Where is that from? I know that one. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Man, that is a beautiful grouping of words right there. Why do I have a feeling it's a Monty Python skit? Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Gosh, that really is a bit of a word salad. Over here, that would be slightly different, I guess. Just these 3 blocks. Since it's night time, it's a good time to let it all glow, isn't it? Ah! That wasn't an overreaction. What are you talking about? How's the Mace Race game going, X? Oh, it's been finished for a long time. Now the hermits are free to play it whenever they like. Welcome to the peeps tuning in. Let it glow. Let it glow, let it glow, let it glow. That is what we're doing. Spooky past Halloween zombies. Oh yeah, Halloween's over. Not that I noticed. Dead. Why are they spawning around here? Shouldn't this area be lit up and pristine? Well, one fell from above me, which is concerning, because we've got end rods up there. I guess not all the way at the top. That makes that nice and bright, doesn't it? Okay, and we're thinking of doing that. I quite like that, actually. I like the way, by having white blocks, there's this, like, imperceivable depth to it. Well, or lack of depth. I don't know. What am I trying to say? The, it's not clear exactly where things are. Oh my goodness me, I just remembered something incredibly important. I made a cup of tea. Oh, so good. Did I get dressed up as anything for Halloween? Yeah, I dressed up as me. That's all I did. I did see someone dressed as I don't actually know know what it is. I feel like if someone said what it was, I'd be like, oh yeah, it's that. But not only do I not know what it is, I'm not really sure how to describe it either. But it was a very, very good costume. And it made me think, wow, these costumes, they're getting very, very good. Oh. That goes all the way up there, does it? That might be quite convenient, actually, because I need to go up and work in that area shortly. Is that a staircase? Just an opening. So it looked to me like having a little higher on the white wall from the front would help when you're looking into this area. I'm going to do away with the bottom part of it. Aprover, thank you so much for 63 months of support, my dude. Greatly appreciated. Evil X is in his house. Welcome to the stream. We're streaming at an unusual time today. But it was kind of now or never, really. Well, now or later, and then it would be a complete squeeze. So I thought, we'll do it now. Okay. Let's get those turned into the polished ones. There we go. Hey, Osmu, thank you so much for the Prime subscription. 3 months right there. Thank you so much, my dude. Hope you're enjoying the stream today. Hope you're entertained. Bear, welcome to the stream. Is almost everybody but Scar British? No. No, not almost everybody but Scar is British. There's 8 billion people on the planet. And here in Britain, we are definitely not most of them. And there's definitely a lot of people in America, not just Scar. You have to go on a 4-hour drive soon, so it couldn't be a better time. Good luck with the drive. 4 hours. Oh my god, I'd die. Yeah, then let's go put this white wall in. Snow Chris, thank you for 8 months, my dude. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. If Scar was the only person in America, could he legally elect himself? Isn't there... I remember hearing that there's like a very small town with like a population of 10. And they have a mayor, and she like elects herself every year or something. So I think it would be entirely possible, yes. I mean, someone's got to lead Scar, you know? If he's the only person in America, someone's got to lead him. Otherwise, he wouldn't know what to, he literally wouldn't know what to do. How would anything get done unless he elected himself president, right? Otherwise, he'd be sitting around twiddling his thumbs. Oh. Oh. If you heard that, I don't know, the tea just went down funny. Made me cough. Couldn't hit the mute button. No, he can't live in every state, so he'd never hit 270 electoral votes. But there'd be no one else to cast any votes against him. Assuming you got to take off the helmet to drink. Yeah, the helmet got in the way there. Don't know why it made me cough, though. Oh! Sub-bomb coming in. Queen Shouty, thank you so much. Do we have I Love Cats in chat? You've been gifted a sub, my dude. Good to see you, by the way. Blackjack 69666 as well. Adam is crazy. Screwdriver. Ender Dan. Badly drawn Jack. Uvaline. Commander Santa. Wanacus. Greg Wheeler. Queen Shazzy, thank you so much for your generosity. I hope the peeps that got those subs appreciate them. And you know what to do. Say thanks in the chat. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. This bit over here, by the way, this bit is all gonna get changed today for sure. Wow, inventory must be full. Now, not only did Joe build that there, he opened one of the doors. How considerate! What a considerate fella. Okay, if I go place these blocks. Yes, please. Right, I think it is this height here that you won't see anything. Whoops. So we'll continue. And then we'll head round to the front to check it. Yeah, so when you get to this bit, let's get the wall. I've got a gap of 2. Is that what I put at the other side? Xisuma, if you ever need help with redstone, be sure to check out Joe's tutorial. Mumbo approved. Mumbo approved. That's right. Okay. Okay. If Mumbo's signed off on it, I'm good with it. Okay. Just a few more blocks, and we're there. Solar Steer, thank you so much for subscribing. I apologise if I butchered your name. Actually, I don't apologise. It's a feature, not a bug. All right, so one more layer of white, and then pretty much every angle we got it. Right, now I need a staircase. Fortunately, Joe built a staircase for me already. See, look, he built that. He built that staircase for me. I just needed to move a few blocks off of it. That was all. That was all I needed to do. Do you really trust Mumbo? He allegedly threw a cubic meter of brick for a window. Jeez, I mean, that sounds pretty aggressive, really. Hey, all the pups are in place. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that wonderful to see? It's pronounced Solar Star. Why isn't it spelt that way then? Oh, gosh. You did it deliberately, didn't you? Just to make me look stupid. Now, thanks for the support, my dude. Butchering names is a feature around here, so I'm told. Okay, let's go slap some things away. I don't think I need much... well, actually, for what we're going to do next, I'll need quite a bit of this. That's a good point. What am I doing next? So if the front's done, I need to do the side, but I kind of want to... I should probably figure out the side before we start doing the roof. I think that's fair. The reason I started building this is because I think I want to lay off on the quartz. Do something a little different over here. I think what it probably needs is a contrasting color. I think this needs to be a different color at this point, which you'd see from in there, which always bugs me, that kind of consistency. I don't think I want it to be a straight line. Let's not rush anything. Everstew says, Pearl butchers my name more than X. You need to up your game. I thought you wanted me to say it correctly. Mixed messaging. Could contrast something on the floor like a red carpet. Oh, no. The contrast I'm looking for is definitely at the side here. I mean, you know, it might be that white concrete wall could be better as a different material for a little bit of contrast. Like, we do want that area to look unused or like it's inaccessible now, so a red brick wall might actually go pretty well on there, and then maybe a bit of red brick on the side as well. I think I could tolerate that. I think that might work. Let's go find out. Trees everywhere. What are they doing? Why haven't they been chopped down? Let's whiz on over the server. Everstrew says, my next sub is 40 months. I'm long beyond expecting a correct name. Eves through? I don't know. I've definitely Everstero. I think I've definitely added an R in. Or whatever. You get what you get, man. Don't pressure me. My little noggin can't take it. What else goes good? Granite, which we kind of have already over there. That's kind of it, I think. Maybe a bit of cha-cha wood if we were leaning into it, but I don't have a lot of that farmed up, so. Stripped pale oak logs have another white shading. Yeah, that might be a while. That's not even out yet, so I'm not going to wait months to finish it. That will be a fun one to work with, though. Would you ever play D&D? Probably not. Probably won't ever bother. Okay. So now we're thinking maybe we want some bricks behind here. Can't put them on their own though. They've got to be mixed in with granite. This has already given me some Season 6 vibes. Remember the brick factory? Or what was it actually? The XP factory? That was a build I will forever remember as being a really good one. Like a fond memory or something, you know? So yeah, something like that, I think, from the front might look really good. Gonna try and make this this the dominant texture, and just sprinkle the other ones in. See, now I just want to like walk over there and look. I actually think that's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting, you know. It's that one there that's important. So something like that popping out of the side, that contrast is really nice actually. Then we can put some sort of roof on it, have it go off in this direction. Oh, and what would you know, my inventory's full once again. That's what you get for trying to play the game. Oddstein Guy, welcome to the stream. Well, it's already been 6 months on the Wall Street. What will 2 or 3 more months make a difference? Was it really 6 months ago that Wall Street started? Totally a joke, but can you share the Light Matica for your storage system? It's honestly the coolest. The reason I haven't like published such a system and stuff is just because it's so like complicated that you know, like if you run into troubles with it, it's like it's a really big effort to build something like that, and if you don't know how to fix it and diagnose it, it's just such a waste of time. I tend not to publish things like that. I mean, obviously you can get to it from the world download. I mean, you can get last season's storage system if you're looking for something big and complicated, you know. But yeah, I just don't feel like publishing that sort of stuff because people need a lot of help with it. Is my experience. Yeah, so it definitely needs some more things on it, but that is good. I think there's a nice amount of space there to put some dumpsters or detail type things. I think the doors are going to be recessed, but then it's like, how do we create a roof here that feels right? We're going to have that wall go back so it continues, and the side of the building is like so. If we build a little bit of that, I think we'll have a better answer to our question. Season 10 is already over 10 months old now. Didn't it start in January? Yes, but that doesn't mean that's when Wall Street started, right? Maybe it does. No, it wasn't. I don't remember it being something I started quickly, but time can be pretty distorted. And you know, 2020 felt so like such a pivotal moment in life for many of us, and then it's 4 years behind. You know, just like that. I blinked. Where did 2020 go? Yeah, let's not build up too much of that, I guess. Get a little bit more above it. I think we need some dirt, which I don't have. And I definitely need more of those quartz stairs. Quartz stairs, smooth quartz stairs. That's what we're talking about. More of that. Let's try and free up some space again. "2020 was like a fever dream." Yeah, it was. That was some wild stuff to go through. It's like the world stood still and held its breath. I really like that Joe put a lever there now, because I'm going to be walking in and out of here a fair bit. Right, I think I've spotted where we might be in need of some lights. See, I'm distracted again. Just all of a sudden decide... I'm just a distractible person, that's what I need to realise. Yeah, there's probably like lots of spots around here where stuff could spawn. If we don't want torches, well, we've got to come back and get rid of them at a later date. Well, that solves that problem. Who's online? Joe. Oh, it's Joe. Your Wolves of Wall Street episode was on the 21st of the 4th. So yeah, 6 months. Wow. Wow. I guess it kind of makes sense. Time just be whizzing by. I need a roof shape here that makes sense. I'm not too keen on the flat roof. If you do a flat roof, I feel like you got to find a way for it to poke out the edges. So I'm sort of thinking black carpets, but then there's like some railing where it comes over the edge. But it might look a bit, I don't know, grubby compared to this. We could experiment with that though. Okay, so the thing I was trying to do was just look up and look ahead. I think I might put some windows on this side too, so let's not go too crazy with this. Just kind of want to see, get a rough idea what it looks like as this bit gets built up. Yeah, definitely will work. Maybe this needs to be 1 block higher as well. Hey, Puka in the chat. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Looks like a great compliment to Ren's shop. Thank you, yeah. And then this gal's here as well. His rocket hasn't got much room to maneuver when it comes to this outside area. Let's see what we've got going on in here. I'm pretty sure I'll have some black carpets back at the base. And I might bring the iron box as well. Garden roof for the puppies might be cute, but flat. I don't think it'll suit. Like, if I had a thought of that like way ahead of time, then yeah, maybe I could have designed it with a garden roof in mind. Although, actually, the main building will be big enough. That little roof we're building right there, I don't think so, but the big building, there's enough space. Okay, no black carpet, but I'll take the box. Or would grey carpet be better? Actually, I think grey would just fit a little nicer next to that red. So we'll go with that. Then underneath it, maybe like some spruce fence. What else did I want? Iron, that was the other one. Might as well bring the whole stuff with me at this rate. In other words, a roof. A roof! We're going to build a roof! Half slanted might work high end against the other building. Yeah, I was picturing that, but I didn't feel like... Maybe with the right block. Hello? I mean, it's true, I can't hear the iron shop. What is going on here? Oh, shenanigans. Shenanigans are afoot. Let's grab some iron bars. Let's make some grey carpet. Iron bars, grey carpet. Oh, didn't I say we'd try that stuff? Got these bits, scaffolding. There we go. Everything we need. Right, so I reckon one block higher makes sense. Okay, then don't want to bang my head. Oh yeah, no, we need that. Everything's here. Everything's here. Ah, here's the thing I've not thought of. I didn't want to put it on every block, but if I don't, then I need string, which we could probably do if we decide we like this, right? It's kind of works. Kind of works. It's not like majorly impressive, but it's sort of like, you know what? That's kind of doing exactly what I want it to. Now we need to put windows on the side of this building for sure. Yeah, I think that kind of works. There's a nice distance here for a window. I think it's going to be grey with just grey wall behind it. Or maybe white with grey wall behind it. Or light grey. Where my grey wall at? Son, homie, fella. I do have... Ooh. 1, 2, 3. We'll use some of this. Any guttering required down the side? Maybe. Details and stuff like that come a little later in the process, because we can add like a dumpster and yada yada yada. So I was looking at this bit. and then something darker behind it. Yeah. I can see that working just fine. And then we'll make that the end of the building. Nice. Nice. Okay. Throw in a caffeine tablet. Say what? Throw a caffeine tablet into the build? Why would I do such a thing? Surely I'll throw in... Oh, wow. My brain is so slow. I was trying to think of what other types of tablets there are. Because, you know, throwing tablets into a build just makes so much sense. You didn't follow in the chat. When do I ever follow chat? Jeez. Why do you expect me to know all this stuff? Goodness me. If you need a caffeine tablet, then clearly speed up the old noggin. Maybe it would. I was going to have a coffee before the stream. I want to finish up my bag of coffee beans and be done with the stuff. Too many times as it made me feel a bit jittery, and I just think, I should probably just not bother and have it on occasion. X was elected to lead, not to read. I mean, if you're elected to lead, hopefully you've done some reading, you know. You know, books and brain smarts are good for leading, I heard. Life's getting busier, and the busier I can't stop missing X lives. I mean, that's the nature of life, isn't it? There's always something. Life is one damn thing after another. Original quote of mine. No one else said it before me. No, they didn't. Right, I think that might just do me for now, because... Oh yeah, we'll put the windows in. I'm really about following the vision to some extent, right? And the vision is leading me elsewhere at the moment. This bit here at the side, that's just a distraction from the main build. Ah! I don't know why that made me make a loud noise, but it did. Okay, gosh, brain, what were we doing? Wow, you know, sometimes I turn up to stream and like my brain's sharp, and other days it's just and today it's and like I didn't even realize it was you know, I felt fine all morning. Then I go live and it's like, wow, I can't string together a sentence. What's going on? Right, let's take a step back. I think it looks really good. Definitely needs some variety, something else, some modifications here and there, but the framework is in, right? To have something there and it makes sense. Now, I think what we'll do next is turn our attention to the top of the building, and we're going to go put in more of the windows, bring that all the way around the top and the back, really solidify everything except the roof, and then we can work on the roof. The woof. The what? The roof, I say. Okay, a little bit of tidy up for the next activity. Ooh, we are running low on that. That is something we are running low on. Actually, need those. It's what I don't need that I need to get out of my inventory, funny enough. Need those. Room for any of this? Probably going to use up a lot of that. Iron bars. Okay, and then there's these in here. Now that is actually going to run out pretty quick, I think. And then we're in trouble. Let's switch to standing. Is there a calcite shop on the server? A woolly woofy roof. I mean, building the roof out of wool would be pretty smart. You love the iron bar edge. It looks good, doesn't it? It looks surprisingly good. Yes, toughest teeth. I thought toughest teeth sold fillings. I must be mistaken. Does the Wolf of Wall Street sell wolves? We don't. But we could. But then again, I don't have a permit for that. Wow, I hear baddies. Oh, do they come from Corrales' area? There's somewhere, I tell you. Well, mate, who didn't light this up? That's where they've been coming from. The mob boss would be mad. I thought Toughest Teeth was a dentist. It might just be. Joe might be providing dental cover. Okay, let's get to it. So you have a gap or two, and then you place down your glass. Got to put these blocks in here. Then a couple of dirt. On this side, we go like this. That stuff. Okay, and then bone blocks after more glass. Nice. Then 2 lots of dirt. Cole Mick, thank you ever so much, my dude, for 39 months. Much appreciated. Also, we had Tesla here for 6, and I missed that one. Don't know why. It didn't alert me, but thank you. Thank you for resubscribing. Who would not light up their shop? Who would do such a thing, right? Who would do such a thing? Let's get those bone blocks on the hotbar. Joe Hill's a Minecrafter? No, he's a dentist. Is he a dentist? Wow. A man of many talents. Teeth are made out of calcite, Winky. Oh, right. Oh, there you go. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Now I get the pun. So is the permits on sale tough and calcite? Because that would make sense. Right, as you saw, we are now officially out of calcite, so we've got to take a trip. How do we get down there? Joe Hills is your local baker. Oh, okay. Lighting up a building is one thing, but finish the back of your base is another. You know who's in charge of building the back of this, right? This fella right here. Yeah, diamonds. Just, I need to take those with me, don't I? Now, if I'm not mistaken, calcite can't be farmed in this game other than with a pick. There's no auto farm for that block. I don't know how they'd introduce that. I don't think they should make every block in this game, like, you know, farmable. I think having a variety of activities to obtain blocks is good. Maybe less where the only way to get them is to mine. 8 diamonds per stack! I'm being robbed blind! That is redonkulous. Oh my god. To be fair, now, you know, tough, I think the tough price is decent. Now to think about it, you do have to put a lot more effort into harvesting this. A lot more effort. What's going on here? Secret tunnel. Very secret tunnel. Where does it come from? Where does it go? Nobody knows. Okay. Like, the layout of this tunnel doesn't make much sense. Where is this going even? This is going in a circle. Why? Do you know what? I'm starting to suspect that this might not be a temporary thing for moving a mob. This might be like a ride around the shopping district. ATLA reference? No, I was referencing ODCT. Come on, get it right. It was really obvious what I was referencing. Didn't that rail like come across to this side anyways? Yeah, look, there it is. I think someone's building a bridge from, oh, wrong button. I think someone's building a bridge from there to here. You know what I mean? Just a casual bridge from there to here. That would honestly be an amazing joke. Now, when I look over there, I'm noticing that two of the entrances are crossed off. Doesn't it feel like that flag should be like bright and lit up at night? I'm not going to mess with it now, but it definitely feels like something to be done. I never finished this, did I? Oh, and we're going to put those bricks all the way across. I forgot about that as well. It's Forces and she doesn't want anyone riding it. Oh, well, I might just go get myself a minecart. And give it a ride anyway, because I'm a rebel. I do what I want. And I want what I do. Huh? You could use banners for the sign, so you can use lighting to the doors behind it. What sign? Banners for the sign. I don't know what sign you're talking about. Okay. Will I be convincing the other wall permit holders to record their house? Maybe. We'll see where it all goes. I think after the weekend, I'm gonna come on and start recording already. I was gonna take like another week off, but honestly, I'm feeling. I'm enjoying playing. It's just the recording bit. It's something about making an episode these days. I feel like I've lost the groove or something. But I've got an idea on what I need to do to get it back, and it's nothing too complicated, really. It's just, I think it's just putting my mind into a different place because a lot of how I do episodes now is kind of driven with that like attention span thing in mind, and I think it means I just kind of end up talking my way through everything rather than show and tell. Something like that. How Xisuma got his groove back. Not quite. Which one of these aren't I using? I'm kind of using all of them, right? Oh, the stairs. I'm not using those. Ah. This needs to be like that. '21 Wall Street. Okay, we could spend all day making movie puns now, couldn't we? Right, these two here are like that, and then you got this, and then now we've got to build the roof. Do stuff you want. It's this dumb person. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm like, when I come on and play, I'm doing what I want to do, right? It's translating that into a video that's just become a bit different. I think where, you know, I'm going to sound like a broken record because I talk about this all the time. But as a YouTuber, today feels very different from when I started. When I started, this was, making videos was like this exciting new thing that you get to be a part of. And every day it's just like, oh, what's the next video I'm going to make? But then time goes by and that starts to become your routine, your rhythm. You still love doing it. It's always great to be making videos. And then there's times when, you know, you grind for it a bit and it's now your job. So then you're like, you're kind of pegged to the fact that, well, you know, I need to pay the bills, right? I need to keep making videos. And so it transforms into something that becomes a little more routine, a little more familiar. The spark and the dazzle fades a bit, and you figure out new ways to have fun with that over time. And you always want to be figuring out a way to have fun making a video. And I guess maybe for me, that's gotten a little bit stale or something. Like, haven't quite found something to keep this whole thing fun. I can still make a video though, right? Like I could just do what I do and make another episode, but I just kind of felt like not. I just kind of felt like, yeah, this time, like, why don't I give it a break for a bit and see what happens, right? I don't know quite what I'm expecting to happen or if anything really will, but you'll never get back that original spark. That's gone. Like, it can't ever be like that. You can't go in a time machine. And if you did, you'd have knowledge of like how it was. So that was just a moment in time. It was just a fun thing that I was doing. You can't get it back. It's amazing to look back on and think of all the fun times I've had over the years making videos. So yeah, so you look for new ways to have fun with this now that it's your job. And I say that not in a like, oh my god, it's my job. No, it's an incredible job to have. It's amazing. I'm very thankful and fortunate for this opportunity. But as amazing as it is, it doesn't just automatically mean you're over the moon about everything, right? You can still have your days where video making ain't as much fun as it used to be. It's just kind of like that lately, I guess. Have I considered hiring an editor so that you can just enjoy recording and playing, says Lemon IRL Games. I haven't really. I don't think that would work because part of making a video for me is editing. It's both playing, recording, and editing. It all comes together as one thing. I don't like the idea of handing it off to someone else. Anyway, Mad Cow Chow, thank you so much for 59 months. That is incredible. That's 59. That's approaching a stack of months. Wow. I appreciate your generosity as well, coming in and gifting a few subs. Oh, what's going on here? There we go. If you hear your name being read out loud, be sure to say thanks to Mad Cow Chow, Aussie Redstone, Drew Dude, Coda Corgi, Project Discord Droid, Ginger the Lily. Y'all been gifted subs, be sure to say thanks. Chaotic says, I know what you mean. I've been at home since Monday with a burnout. I mean, I love my job as a nurse, but we are understaffed, underappreciated, and the coming merger with the other hospital isn't helping. Need to find my spark back. You know, whenever I go to a hospital or I'm around, you know, police, firefighters, nurses, doctors, I always just feel like these people are superheroes. And I don't think society expresses enough how much people like yourself are appreciated. I'm not like a face-to-face people person. I would probably get burned out fast doing a job where you constantly have to be around people. So having my little, you know, job in my little office room by myself making videos, perfect for me. But I'm always just overly impressed with people that take up that line of work. I think if I were a more social person, it would be a great pursuit. But I am not, and so I always just feel like when I go to I almost feel like a bit of guilt. It's like, man, what do? I just sit around playing games. Like, these are the people that help you when you need it the most, you know? And it's really terrible how teachers is another group as well. How these people have some of the worst working conditions. Maybe not the worst, but you know what I mean. Like, underpaid, like you said. Overworked and underpaid. And it drives me mad, because these are our heroes, you know? I'm a doctor's wife, and the amount of stuff he goes through is amazing. Thank you for all your words towards doctors. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you saying that, but like, it's so easy to sit here and say it. And like, doctors are people who go out there every day and help other people, and that's what I think is amazing. Like they're, you know, they're the real heroes in our society, basically. Yeah, it's just like a lot of life can just be disproportionate, and I always feel that whenever I go to the hospital and stuff, it just reminds me, like, this isn't fair. This is, you know, these are some of our most air quotes valuable people. I don't know, that doesn't sound right, but you know what I mean. It's, these people make such a huge difference, and yet the system doesn't reward them the same as other people. My wife is a teacher. She loves her job, but she is always working, even at home, and she doesn't get paid nearly enough for all she deals with, but she loves teaching. Yeah, that's amazing. Like, I know what you mean, always working. Teachers, you know, some teachers will not put in that extra work when they're outside of school. And then there's, you know, because they're basically overworked, there's those teachers who really care and work late into the night. I know this because my mum was a teacher, and I thought all teachers were like her, where somehow she'd, you know, keep the house clean, keep us fed, do all the stuff that we needed as kids. But then every night she'd just be working on papers and doing stuff for school. You barely see her take a break. So I know, I've seen that firsthand. You know what I mean? My teacher once yelled at me for having my notebook open. Right, maybe they were just having a bad day, you know? Maybe they've been up all night grading your papers, and it just got to them a bit. Do I have any of that sandstone in my inventory? Could probably do with that right now. What I'm thinking is, do I want this when you're right the way down here? Actually don't think I want it to come out any further. I think I want it one block higher, though. Let's go ahead and just put a dirt block to get started. There's a few messages in chat, you know, redirecting some of that appreciation towards myself as a content creator, and it's very kind of you to say so. I do sometimes wonder, though, like, is entertainment distraction? You know, is it just comforting? And I was just thinking the other day, like, how different our lives are compared to people who lived thousands of years ago, all the toil and hardship, and constantly, like, surrounded by a stream of entertainment. You know, there's music, there's podcasts, there's a game, there's a TV show. And I was thinking, like, how little of this did people have thousands of years ago? And, like, what is the value and meaning in their life? Because I believe things are relative, and perspective is a big part of that. What I'm saying is, like, the grass is always greener on the other side, right? So, does having a hard life, you know, having to constantly survive in those environments where you don't have the comparison to something else. So, like, if you're struggling today and it's hard to make it by, it's particularly difficult because you can just turn on the TV and see wealth and opulence and all sorts of stuff, right? Whereas thousands of years ago, the difference between people, I think, wasn't as stark. And that relative nature of it can cause you to feel, I get it, disillusioned or something. So when a hard life is all you know, when you're doing that back-breaking labor and your day is full of chores to, you know, get food and provide for your family and stuff, like, if that's all you know, can that be really meaningful? And is just constantly being entertained meaningful? Those were the questions that I was asking myself. Right, that's the top of the building. I do think maybe we should ditch the bone blocks. Although they are quite consistent, like just at the top. I feel like a touch of contrast somewhere here could be good. Maybe there's only a tiny gap in which to add some contrast at this level. Also, let's zip around and see what other people did for their roofs. So a roof can be like a spot for a fair bit of repetition. It can be a spot for shape, which we're not going to be doing. Not much. I think we're probably going to go for like the lip and flat floor kind of approach. Might build the entire ceiling out of carpets. That might be interesting. What other roofs have we got? We've got slope roofs. We're not doing that. Yeah, we're just looking. We're looking for how other people approached flat roofs, I think, or at least parts of them. Some ideas or something. That's just straight up stone there. Don't often see that in a build. Could do some of this type of thing. I'm not sure that I will. Might keep it a little cleaner like that, but in general, I don't think we have to think about this too much. This right here is a really decent roof because of the texturing on the inside there. That's probably the best thing I've seen. You know, you keep it square, flat, and simple, but you find some textures that just tell a little bit of a story on that flat surface. Then we got this one that I built here. Might do a little bit of this. Might do a little bit of that. It's castle-y. I don't think it's Wall Street-y. I don't think it's very New York either. Entertainment can be so much more than just that. It can also be to those a literal lifesaver, and sure, maybe to those a distraction, but it also depends on what the distractions are for. Even hundreds of years ago, I feel like they had some entertainment. Oh, yeah, they did. They just found it themselves, entertaining themselves through things they do. You know, like dance and ritual around the fire. Like that's like a big thing. People used to come together and tell stories around the fire. They had the struggles, and while they can be different, they can be somewhat similar. However, I don't think comparing hundreds of years ago. I guess what I'm getting at is closer to the roots, closer to our roots. The closer you go to a life that's, you know, I'm not trying to say like a, because people can struggle today. It's not so much the struggle, it's the, it's hard for me to say what I want to say, really. Just when what we look at now as hardship, the constant chores people used to have to go through to get by. I guess I'm saying this as someone who values like walks in nature and physical activity. There's moments of that just feel, they make you feel like you're in the right place, right? And it makes me think that when years ago when life was really hard, you had to do a lot of manual labor to get by. I'm not talking about like going down in the coal mines and stuff like that. I mean like, you know, chopping trees down and foraging for food and that kind of stuff. People were more a community, I feel. Oh, definitely. That's another thing. Yeah, way more tight-knit and tribal, because you go off on your own, you're going to die. You go off in your own today in a city and you can wander around tons of strangers. It's very polarizing and different. Can't load usernames, says music is very important to me. Either listening to it or playing guitar or bass. It drowns out the problems and arguing I can hear when I'm at home. I'm the same way. Music is like a completely spiritual experience for me that is always like I was saying about how like, are we distracting ourselves with entertainment? I could never feel that way about music because it feels deeply spiritual. This might mean that I'm the guy pounding the drums at the fire back in the day. Yo X, happy Friday. I listened to Soulside Eclipse for the first time the other day and I loved it. Reminded me slightly more of a chill Isis. Was perfect for getting in a groove and doing yard work. Awesome, my dude. Thanks for listening. I appreciate you letting me know as well. For anyone else tuning in who does not know, I made my album last year after it's sitting on ice for 12 years, and you can now go listen to it for free. Soulside Eclipse. If you'd be so kind to check it out, that'd be amazing. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, Bandcamp, YouTube, all of those places. Right. We do need to go get more bones. That won't be a problem. Need to tidy up the edge of this here. I think this could do with some contrast at the top there. Needs a little bit of contrast in a couple of layers. The quartz here looks really good as well. But yeah, like a little contrast. Is Joe online? Joe's online. I think those are those stairs? No, they're full blocks. You could add possibly a couple of layers of contrast there, but I'm kind of getting a bit distracted. We need to focus on how we're going to finish this. So I'm kind of thinking some different window designs on this side might be appropriate. I'd also want them to then line up with these ones, otherwise you give that strange impression of like the floors not being aligned. So I think they're just going to be flat with the wall, right, is the way to do it. I could see us building that out. Okay, and I gave myself a lot of these. I think we might put that to use then. You know what it needs? A 17-lane highway with 42 McDonald's. Wow. I feel like you're venting some frustrations towards something or other there. Okay, so it's like that height there is the window. So if we go below and do a 2 wide, and then I think I'm going to have the glass here, and then I'm probably going to need to go pick up some blocks that I just put away. Oh, we've got light grey wool if we want to keep it consistent. I think dark grey might go a little better here, just because these ones are like round the corner. They're a little less focal. Let's get some dirt like all the way across here. X, will you be selling derivatives on the wall scam to your fellow hermits? Would be fitting for a real Wolf of Wall Street. I was thinking of doing like an Occupy thing, where people come along and just start occupying Wall Street. I don't know if I want to like tie it in too closely to the 2008 stuff, because I don't know, like I think we can do it in a way that's decent, but I don't know. I think within the group, like, it might not be to everyone's taste to do something like that. Okay, this one here though, now we're doubling up. Yeah, and the doubling up's going to make it look odd. So I think we want to remove the ones below. Yeah, like, you know, within Hermitcraft, you can talk politics on a live stream if you want to, or something like that. But generally, in our videos, we kind of keep it, we kind of keep that away from that stuff. And sometimes things in real life mean ideas like the one I just suggested can overlap a little. I think occupying Wall Street is just a harmless little bit of fun. I think getting further into that stuff might be a bit tricky. I kind of did a little bit of that in a way with Season 8 Evil X storyline. My goal there, though, was to educate, right? To make people aware of cryptocurrencies and stuff, and to put some ideas in their head about how money works and what to look out for and stuff. Like, Evil X is running a shady business, you know this, but those same things Evil X is doing, they'll be in your high street store, right? They'll, you know, there'll be parallels to the real world, and my mission there was to let you as a viewer see that. And I'm not forcing down any conclusion. I just want you to be aware of, like, this is how things, you know, like the old buy one get one free. You go into a shop for a bottle of water, but it's buy one get one half price. Buy one get one free is a little different, because if you genuinely just wanted a bottle of water and then you get another one for free, well, get another one for free. That's kind of good. I think this is going to work just fine. If you want to, oh dude, when the pale wood comes, I think this building's going to get an upgrade, you know. When you go into a shop and it's buy one get one half price, right? If you just need a bottle of water, but you buy 1.5, then, you know, you just spent more money. And when you get home, you could just, you know, fill up the bottle of water with some tap water. If you needed 2 bottles, hey, take it. But it's one of those tricks. It's one of those things that they do. You know, they put a sale price in front of you, and you think you're getting a bargain, whereas it turns out it's just a regular price. So I just wanted to make y'all aware of that. That was my mission at that point in time. Finding the fulfilling feeling of fulfillment, entertainment, whether it may be visual or musical, we humans are meant to experience life as we evolve and embrace the things that fulfills us as we keep going, and be able to appreciate that we have experienced such things rather than not experiencing them at all. That's a really nice perspective. Yeah. You know, when I grapple with these things, you know, feeling a bit strange about entertainment, all of a sudden just being like, man, just, you know, this life of comfort and luxury that a lot of people don't have access to, and you get these moments just to watch a TV show and take your mind away from stuff. Like, it's almost like feeling a bit guilty about it. But as much as I like to think about that, one of the things I like to come back around to is like the idea of reframing your experiences, because when you ask some of the more difficult questions like that, it can be a bit overwhelming. But I think it's important to then, like, come back and reframe things a little. Earlier today, I was running through my head a list of stuff I have to do after a stream today, and I was getting a bit annoyed by the fact that I had a list, right? Like, oh god, just you know, one thing after another. I've got to do this, I've got to do that, and then like my brain kicked into the reframing thing, and it was like, no, X, you get to have a list. You know what I mean? Some people don't get to have a list of things they have to do. Is it really that bad? No, it's not. There are worse situations you can be in. So as much as I might sound a little dramatic about that, I do like to come back down to earth a bit and reframe things, and just remind yourself, you know, you don't want to wear yourself out thinking about this stuff. Right, I need to go buy more calcite, although I think I might mine some at this point, because actually no, I probably got, how much time we got? We got time to go mine some. Maybe I'll do that off camera. I haven't done a little grindy activity off camera for a while. That's probably a good thing for me to do, actually. Okay, so let's tidy up the side of this a little bit more, as it just so happens, I think, yeah, all of this right here can be dirt. I've been seeing a lot more people shipping Evil X and Hell's Night. What are your thoughts on that, shipping in Evil X in general? It's not something I particularly like, not really into it, but I think if people want to express themselves using something I've created, like, I put it out there, so, you know, they can do what they want with it, essentially. Doesn't mean I approve or like it, it's just, you know, free society, right? Apparently. Lists and planners and calendars help me feel more collected and actually lead to less stress in the long run. I like knowing what's ahead and mentally preparing, says Vespa. I'm exactly the same. Just every now and then I get caught up in, like... I think, you know, as much as I like that, you have your days where you just want to do nothing. And I think maybe today I just kind of didn't want to have a list of stuff for whatever reason. But I do. But, you know, reframing, right? I get to have a list of things to do. And I'm going to be fine, because after this, I'm going to do a little bit of exercise, cook some food, and then start cracking my way through the list. Then I'm going out in the evening, so I'll be fine. I just got into a bad little loop of thinking. What are your thoughts on people using your content to create their own content? I'm fine with it, but you do need to do it in good taste. Like... You know, the Hermitcraft recap is a great example of doing it in good taste. They make a show out of our show. It's useful to people. They can get a summary of what's happened over the week. That's a great way to make content out of someone else's content. You're providing something. They also put a lot of comedy into it. Now, clipping someone's content and not adding anything to it, just uploading a clip that someone else created, that to me is on the wrong end of the spectrum when it comes to taste, right? I think you know, you're essentially just ripping off someone else's content. And then, you know, between the two, we've got a good example at either end of the spectrum. A lot of stuff can sometimes fall in the middle, and I think it's just an individual tasting, really. Like, everyone will have a different opinion where the needle falls of, like, yeah, that's okay or that's not. For me, I'd say I'm quite tolerant. Like, even re-uploading my stuff in clips, I you know, I don't go out of my way to do anything about that, even though I'd consider that to be not particularly in the best of taste. There's also, like, the other thing is, like, I don't make a big deal out of it because of people's intentions. A lot of the time, I don't think people... Oh, my sword disappeared. I don't think people intend to be mean or to do anything negative, right? Like, it's just... Sometimes you do something you don't consider how you're doing that with someone else's content. You might not see it the same way, and that's fine. That's just how it goes. Then there's actually, and now that I think about it, there's some examples that are a little bit more rotten than that. I've had people re-upload my videos claiming for it to be them and their stuff. It's not cool. I've also had I had this one YouTuber who would use my thumbnail and my weld download, give a terrible tutorial on my content that I had created my own video on and released, right? And then just pass it off as their own, like using my thumbnail and my weld download. And it was just such a scummy thing to do. But hey, they did it and they got away with it, I guess. Oh, wrong one. Wait, that's the wrong thing. Okie dokie. I think I want my shovel out of here. That's the thing I want. So I'm gonna go. Wait. I've made a plan in my head and then remembered that I changed my mind. I'm not gonna go mine some calcite. Oh my god. This is why I shouldn't multitask. Okay, that is a mighty fine building. I think in the future, there might be some more details that need to be added, but we'll probably wait for the pale oak stuff. What I need to figure out is this roof, right? So I think we're gonna go get our diorite. Yeah, I think I've got a rough idea of how this is gonna work. Rough idea. We're gonna take dirt blocks with us. Then we're going to need the diorite stairs again. Oh. These are filters, if you're wondering. Then we've got a box of diorite, so we can definitely make more of that stuff. But I just put everything away, like a wally. He's not paying attention. Just logging in, is all that diorite? The building, not all of it is diorite. Oh, and, gosh, distractions. We also got to do the wall in here. See, I need that, then I need these. That's probably enough. And then I want white wall carpets. A wool is what I want. A lot of wool. Okay. Granite. Right, now we're in business. I think. There you are. Now we're in business. Let's do this next. Then we go up top. Question, I am Canadian. That's not a question, that's a statement. Oh my god. Canadians and their questions. I'm joking. American office buildings are almost flat-topped with an AC up there. I'm sure whatever you do will be nice. Nicer than reality. Yeah, I might put an AC unit on the top of it. Might do that. They got away with it because no one called it out. I got no idea what the it in your sentence is. Oh, wait. We were talking about people... Yeah, no. The person who used my thumbnails, I think they did get called out. I think it's how I discovered them. Someone pointed it out to me. So, but they were just happy to continue. I even sent them like a message in an email or whatever, like, please stop doing this and yada, yada, yada. They just ignored me. They just ignore me. X, what metal band / song would you recommend for someone of any subgenre? Which subgenre? X is so distracted that he can't finish the chat. That he can't anymore finish the chat. Now the issue with the chat is just that I read something, but it's replying to something that I talked about a few minutes ago, and you know, messages usually refer to things without explaining the context, right? Like, you say that's not true. It's like, well, I've just said a whole bunch of stuff, so I don't know to which one you're replying. So that's the problem with me reading messages, is just by the time I read them, I read it and it doesn't sound like the thing I'm talking about. Any subgenre, lol. Well, if you be specific, like a subgenre is specific, right? So if I'm gonna recommend a metal song, tell me. You could have just said recommend me a metal song. You know what I mean? It's like tell me what color car to get. No, wait. I don't know what the analogy is there, but you know what I mean. I thought you wanted a subgenre, a specific one. We need a structured chat format. RE topic, comment, blah blah blah. No, literally, just do it yourself, 8Prover. Just be the difference. Like, if you're the guy who makes it really clear to me what we're talking about when I read your message, I'm gonna read your messages more, right? Lol, sorry. Okay, so how about just song band recordings of any? Yeah, I know. There's just so many good metal songs, right? Like, I just feel like if I named one, I'd be leaving out a ton others. So if you get more specific, I'll give you something. Otherwise, I'm just gonna fish like any old random thing that pops into my head. What do you think of the band Native Construct? I listened to them years ago and wrote some music blogs about them. They're prog metal, right? I remember enjoying their records, but I don't particularly recall revisiting them very much over the years. You know, there's a lot of music I can really enjoy in the moment, and then when you move on from it, it's interesting to see like what you come back to or not. Let's make a few more of those. But yeah, I do not recall really revisiting much of their stuff is what I'm getting at. And I think it was season 2 of Hermitcraft that I was listening to their music. Kind of rings a bell. RE chat confusion comment. Dear sir, I hope this message finds you well, says Vesper. It does, thanks. Topic XYZ comment affirm be the change. What are your opinions on the band Ghost? I've been listening to them a lot lately and find them really cool. Yeah, I love Ghost. Been listening to them for a long time. Seen them live a bunch of times. Amazing band. Always one that I'm going to be excited to tune in for, at least currently. How I listened to the new Tyler the Creator album? Not yet, it's on my playlist, but I currently have like 15 albums on there. I don't know what it is, but this time of year everyone starts releasing stuff. I think it's to try and be recent in memory, so that when people are writing their like, all the critics are doing the albums of the year list, it's like your record is only like weeks or a month ago, so you're gonna sort of be more memorable. What is your texturing strategy? I always feel repetitive. I'm going for just randomization here because it's generally just noise, whereas what I might do at some point is retexture the front here, because in some spots where I've just like plopped in the occasional bit of diorite, like over here, it doesn't look particularly nice, and I think it might be better to do them in bigger clumps, sort of like I've done here. So I need to sort out the rhyme or reason around that. Opeth is one of your favourite bands. Me too. They're an incredible band. Oh, we got to play Wordle today, haven't we? I didn't get to say this in time, but for the 31st, but next year you should add Man from the Frog to the Hermitcraft mod pack without telling anyone. I'd love to see that. Oh yeah, the old Hermitcraft mod pack. Yeah. I know what you're on about. The mod pack, yep. For the modded server that we have, right? Yeah? That old mod pack? Got ya. Don't you worry about it. I'm the guy running that mod pack that us hermits don't stop ever talking about. Are you going to release an album in the future with you actually singing? Probably not. Releasing that album really just like took a weight off my shoulders when it came to the music. I just feel like I don't have to prove anything, or like my love of music and playing guitar, and you know, I got to dedicate times to other things. I just can't sit around goofing off writing music like I used to. And I like, it's all in my heart and it's in my head, and the fact that I got some of it like out there into the world pleases me. I don't feel like I have to ever do that again, which is really weird. It's like, it was not what I expected the end result of getting the record out to be. I thought it'd like supercharge me to get back into it again, and actually I was like, I'm kind of good now. Like, if ever the circumstances change and I have a bunch of time on my hands and I can just doodle and make stuff in the studio, that'd be great. But like, if that never happens, I'm alright. It's no longer like a burning flame that feels like I have to do it, because I did it and it got put out there, and I don't have to prove anything to myself or anyone else. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of also putting little bits like this up the top here. And then there'll be like another one here, wouldn't there? Except because it's on the corner, it's all going to be a little bit different. But for now, we'll do that. And then we'll grab this. So I think the ceiling might end up just being wall everywhere. Or honestly, I think actually no, grey wall. I think you're going to want a little bit of a contrast. This is also somewhere where no one's really going to look, and I don't think it being a white wall gives it much. So if we put grey wall there, and then use some of those like bricky textures like we saw on top of the permit building, I think that might be quite fitting up there. So yeah, we can make some light grey stuff here. I do actually have like one other song that I wrote with a friend that I've been really tempted to reach out and get it recorded, but don't know why. I don't know why I haven't, because it would be quite simple to do. Like, the whole song is just sort of sitting there. It's like the one other song that feels like 100% is done. I think the problem is that it's the kind of song that does need a singer on it, because it's like built for like a metal band, you know, with the verse, chorus, and the riffs. But like, there's like that space to sing over the top of the riffs very intentionally in it. So a flat or inclined roof. Oh, it's going to be... Oh, did I have wool in my inventory? Wait, I don't know what the heck I just did. I remember crafting something. It must have just been... I don't know what I just did, but it happened. The roof's going to be flat. This is what I'm getting at. It's going to be like this around the edge. You crafted more white wool? Of course I did. Do you mean I crafted more carpet? You've got a smooth voice, X. I'm sure your fans would love to listen to you singing. It's not about proving yourself. It's about leaving a handprint on the world. You were here and you made music that made the world sing. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that. It was something I had to prove, because when I started making... Well, when I started making music, I never thought twice about it. But I hit this point in my life where I needed to do something. I needed to be something. And I knew it was to be a musician. So I started taking the music thing that I was doing seriously and started writing and getting prepared to, like... I had a record label set up. I was going to, you know, release my own music and all this kind of stuff. And then I just got completely distracted with YouTube right as I was doing all of that. So it always felt like something I wanted to come back to and finish. But as for like leaving your mark on the world, I don't feel like that. I feel like that music is for me to... I always feel like it's my experience or something. Like, when I'm making videos and stuff, it doesn't quantify to me like I'm leaving a mark on the world. I love the fact that people get something out of it. That's great. Like, if you get good vibes and you learn something or whatever, that's amazing. That's tremendous. But we're all going to be buried by time and dust in my mind. Like, time, like, who's around today that you can name? Loads of people. 100 years ago, okay, Einstein, you know, like a few famous names pop into your head. 200, 300, 1,000 years ago, all of a sudden, who? Like, time will erase us. Time will erase us. So for me, it's about the experience. It's not about I have to have a building named after me so that I last forever. No. It's just about experiencing life, because it will all disappear eventually. That you can't escape the heat death of the universe. Alright? That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. It's like... It might sound really pessimistic and doomy. It's not. It just makes me go... Yeah, you know, I could do something to leave an impact on the world, but we're all going to die. Like, it's the one guarantee. A-Prover says, nah, I'm going to live forever. Good for you, man. Good for you. What's the secret, eh? Do you mind sharing that one, bud? I'm sure you could... Sorry, 8Prover. Where's the topic and the comment? Where's the formatting on the message? I'm not going to read any more of these unformatted, uncommented messages. I'm sure you could escape the heat death of the universe if you really wanted to. Oh, yeah. If I really wanted to, or I could just will it into existence. Wait a minute, universe. No heat death. Let's slow that one down. This is really good. I'm quite happy. Quite happy with how it looks. I think when you fly over the roof, the shape of the roof will look a bit better. Could build more of that next. I think what I wanted to do was focus on this a little bit. Maybe add some lights behind the flag, although I don't want to go too mad with that. I think what it needs is just a bit of quartz or white. I think I'll put some white concrete there and then start building that roof back. So now we need our sandstone box. We're going to take that along with this. And then when it comes to the quartz... Hello. When it comes to the quartz, this might be the perfect block, you know. Oh, actually, I think I might go white concrete, because I'm going to run out of that, aren't I? Right, let's head up to the roof. Pain reminds me that I'm alive. As much as I hate it, especially from surgery, I'm okay, I swear. Yeah, I mean, that's why I like a cold shower. Nothing better than a cold shower to make you realise that you're alive. I'm talking a real cold shower, you know. All of a sudden, the icy hands of death are around you. You're like, Jesus, if I stay in here for too long, this will be the death of me. That's what I like. I'm half joking, I'm half serious. Yo, I am the Doctor. Thank you so much for 27 months coming in with that Prime subscription. Appreciate you, my dude. Thanks for supporting the channel and what we do here. By the way, peeps, if you've enjoyed today's stream, be sure to, I was gonna say leave a like. What am I saying? Hit the follow button to catch more of these streams. Yeah, I'm gonna adjust the roof slightly as well, just so we can get all of these blocks properly and aligned. Also, we've got to double check. Yeah, that definitely looks like what's needed up here. Just a bit of contrast. Does that one stay? No. No, it does stay, yeah. Well, it's different on this side then, right? Hang on, when I put in the white blocks, it'll all become very clear. Okay, I'm not sure why I got so confused about that, but it's pretty common for me to get confused. Okay, so like now, got your contrast. I actually think this thing is a little narrow, so if we come off the edge and rework it and then move it forward, I think it will end up looking good. Not that it doesn't look good, just we're just trying to make it a little slicker or something. This is all smooth as well. I don't think I have that. I think I need to make that. That's actually valid, X, since it's all about experience. What's on your bucket list that you wish you'd experience soon? I don't really have anything on my bucket list. I don't know why. I'm very, like, just content these days and easy. Could maybe space out some pillar quartz every now and then. Yeah, I'll leave that though for later. Oh, did Etho log out over here? Or maybe Joe just swung by. Right, so we want to get some fuel. And then just drop all this stuff off into there. Because that's what we need. Just notice the wolf flag. Oh my god, I love it, says Pickles. It's great, isn't it? Could maybe space out... Oh wait, I read that one. To be honest, what makes me realise I'm alive is my cat's laying on my legs after a stressful day. That's lovely. Yeah, animals you can connect with and they can give you that feeling, right? Totally get that. So these are the wrong type over here, but this is the right type. Kind of not worth me going back up there until I get a bit more. Am I wearing a wolf head? No. Definitely not wearing a wolf head. No. I did not sever a wolf and slip it over my doom mask. I don't wear a hat over my hat. What are you on about? My golden likes to remind me I'm alive to pet her. Okay, let's go. Oh, I took it with me, didn't I? That'll get us somewhere there for now. There's Joe. Let's... Oh, how did I get up there? Rocket, maybe? Oh my god, look at where that creeper is. Homie, get away. Get away from my wolves. This will not be tolerated. It will not be tolerated. So... I reckon this out by 1 block. Just swing it around, picture it a bit more in the mind's eye. Yeah, I think you're going to be all right with that. Which does mean 1 more off the end here. And then from here, we're going to need to use... I can kind of see the problem, really, is that you want to have like a slab at the half block level. There are actually stairs being used here, so maybe that's the way we circumvent that issue. The cat distribution system hasn't reached X. What is that cat distribution system? Okay, I guess I need this again. Let's get some of those and some of these. Don't you know CDS, says CPT Diggs. Don't you know DIY? Or XYZ? Or LMNOP? What? Ah, I see. Okay. So we're gonna do that same sort of thing now. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. And then it's about here. This is like the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think all of that should just be flat. It's actually... It was actually... If I add 1 more though, it's gonna push in too fast, I think. See, here it was... What we got? We got 1, 2, 1 on the stair, 1, 2, 1, 2, stair, 1, 2, 1, 2, stair. It's like stair is actually every other. I don't think it'll be the worst thing. I just think it needs to be a little less aggressive. So if I went 1, 2, 3, we'd have a stair there. 1, 2, 3, stair. 1, 2, 3, stair. 1, 2, 3. You know, maybe. Let's give it a try. CDS, the universe gifting you with a cat. Of course it does. It stands for Cat Distribution Synthesis. Well, yeah, of course I would know that. Of course I would know that. You didn't think I didn't know that? Come on now. Of course I knew that. Yeah, I think this works a little better now. I think we've got the better slope together. Because it's pretty much the same now. Ah. Gotta catch that block. Cat delivery system. That is a good one. I would have never thought of that. Right, let's do that. Should have done it there. One, two, three, and then here. And now we do them side by side. Ah! No! How dare they? All right, let's zoom out. Yeah, that is much better. I think I can make it a tiny bit better as well. This is something I wish I'd have thought of before I started making this shape. Oh, dang it. Because this could have been a bit smoother had I thought of doing this, but I think it will still actually look smooth. So every time there's a stair, just put one of these. That should soften it up a little bit, but if I had planned for that, this could have looked maybe a tiny bit better. Anyway, I felt like it really needed that contrast, and now it's got it. Oh yeah, actually, no, now that kind of made it look wonky. We'll get there in the end. So where did it go? Oh, maybe it just, That's not what it needs. I don't know, I think that's okay. I think I'm just going to undo what I just did, though. And then look at it again. And make up my mind. which could be tricky in this game, making up your mind. Is it off-center? Nah, I think it's aligned correctly. I'm going to put them back and then be done with it. Right, now that we've got that, the next challenge is around the corner. We want to connect these two things together now. It's part of why we did this. So that we can come here and push this all the way back. I do not recall placing a block there, but there is one there. Did I get rid of all of this out of my inventory? I kind of did, didn't I? As you can see, though, this building comes out to about there. Not entirely sure what the plan will be. Definitely going to have that going on. Maybe just have a flat little side bit here. Maybe it doesn't need to come out and fill that space. Interesting. So it'd be like that. This would come over to there. Bob's your uncle. Who? Bob. You don't know Bob? Right. This also means that the roof building here is taller than that. I think, fortunately for us, we'll be able to make it not feel like a problem. Because it is a bit weird that it's like slightly taller than the beginning of this. If you put armor on the walls, they can be wearing suits to work. Yeah, they could. Maybe slabs instead of stairs. Oh, on those bits? No, because then you see the white concrete from the outside, right? There was probably a way to do it, but hey, I just worked with what was in front of me, and it's good enough. It's good enough. Like, if we really want to go ham on the details, something that might be handy here is to put a different type of slab just in this middle bit. Like, have a row of slabs that have like a different texture. And that way you just break this up a little bit. And it can look a little structural at the same time. Whoops. Okay, do I got more of those? I don't, but actually you might get away with placing these. Wait, what are those ones? I'll leave it there for now. I need to go get, like, a little bit more calcite and diorite, really. Just fill in this gap. I think that's basically going to be it, though. This is just going to wrap around the corner. Just gives an interesting history of the different architecture buildings on top of each other. Yeah, that whole area now has got like a variety of stuff going on, hasn't it? Maybe I'll grab these so we can do a bit more work. That way we can push this thing along a bit further. Let's see what we can do with that. Do I need anything else up there? No. No, we're good. Oh, almost forgot my box. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. So there'll be that, just to tie off the space. Then this bit actually wraps around here. So I don't quite know what comes along there. Maybe we just... this keeps going and then there's a dead space between them. I'm not sure. Okay, now on the opposite corner, when we got to this bit, there was a gap of 3, then 1... So this is most likely going to be like that. And then just go off. What we got going on here? These sorts of blocks on the outside. So that looks very reasonable. Then I guess the gaps of 3 might continue again. 1, 2, and then they won't exactly align with what's below anymore, but that's fine. I could actually rip a lot of this out, I think. If it doesn't feel like it's gonna work. Just have a big old gap here. Yeah, I think it might end up just being that. We just have a gap between the 2 walls and then put some sort of material down here. Maybe it could just be sandstone that goes between the 2 buildings for now. Maybe put carpets on it at a later date. So it goes like that. Let's see what's going on up here. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll be right. Or is it? Yeah, it is. Good thing I brought this with me. Dead space is a good spot for a fire escape. Quick question next, are you going to play more Phantasmophobia? I really liked how you played the game, explaining everything while you were experiencing. Yeah, I hope to get Rendog to join us. I mean, we had a blast playing Lethal Company together. Be nice to get that little crew back together. Did I just take all the diorite? Oh, what a dingus. What a dingle-donger. A dangly dingle-donger. What the hell are we talking about? Okay, let's get back up there. Right, so diorite at this level. Let's actually extend this back a bit further. Okay, then some more of this. These ones, they... Right, we did it like that. I got you. I got you. So that wasn't there on the other side, right? And then we didn't have that here either. Cool, and then we do the 3s again. One block of dirt. Well, now we kind of roughly know how big the ceiling is going to be. There is a special Blood Moon event happening for Phantasmophobia. Great to see you all play. I'll probably drop a message soon and mention it as yeah, it'd be cool to get us all together playing. We got some light grey carpet. We got some of that. Put these things away. Looking much better now, right? You just joined What We're Building, says Chicken Joe. We've been working on Wall Street all of today. It's been a good one. The last one, though, felt a lot nicer because that was us figuring this build out, right? Straight up in survival. But now it's like you got to do the rest of the work. Now you got that initial vision, you got to come around and build it, which is where it gets grindy. How does this work again? So it's like that, one on the corner, and then all of this middle space is going to be for something else, I reckon. I could have actually brought some of those blocks back up here with me. Huh. Because they're useful for filling in these spaces. Yeah, go on then, we'll go grab them. Are you winging the build on the spot? Yeah, we winged the whole thing, basically. So we want those blocks, and then I realised that calcite, there's a few bits we left unfinished. You know your neighbour is Iskal, right? I do know my neighbour is Iskal, right? Do you know who your neighbour is? Yeah, my neighbour is Iskal, right? Okay, so we come here, and maybe get rid of this. There's going to be a little bit of quartz missing on this side, which bothers me slightly, ever so slightly. We got Blame Eason here for 24 months. Hope you and everyone have a great weekend. Thank you, my dude. I hope you have a good one yourself. Appreciate you coming in here and resubscribing, my dude. Very kind of you. Thank you. Oh, look, here's where we try and stretch it a little bit. Because we're running out. Right, then up the top here, we don't need any more calcite. Nope, wrong block. Whoops, did it again. Let's get these ones down there. Is that right? No, it's the wrong way around. Okay, so we've got that going. Let's do a bit more of it over on this side. Oh yeah, more stairs, more stairs. And if we look across the way, we can kind of see as far as we need to go is about here-ish, I think. Wait a minute. These are in 1, 2, 3 until they're not. Ah! Ah! My precious blocks, they've been destroyed. Oh dear. Oh yeah, okay, so we ended there and we didn't actually put anything over here. I'll leave... No, I won't. I'll break that. Okay. So then after that, it's blocks out front and then the carpets. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, we got it. We got it. I got it. Don't you worry about it. Then carpets. That, my friends, gives you a real good idea of how the rest of all of that is going to look. I have a really funny idea for building something kind of crazy here, but it's going to take a while before it's even ready, I think. There you go. Yeah, the back of the building will not be finished. It won't be a traditional back of a building. Let's put it that way. Oh, beautiful sounds. Okay, door right in here. Cow site over there, all but 4 blocks. Put that away. Put this away. And guess what, peeps? Looks great, X. Great improv, says Lenonly. Thank you, thank you. It's worked out pretty good. Have I watched any interesting movies lately? No, actually, I haven't watched anything in a while. I've been watching Mr. Robot. There's a block missing on one of the 2 blocks of the windows at the side. Oh yeah, that's likely because we kind of we winged it a bit around there, didn't we? Anyway, it'll get finished when I get some more calcite. Oh, and there's some blocks down here, and that'll all get done. But yeah, it's really an awesome structure. I think the one thing it lacks is maybe a touch of extra color. Not sure where we've put that in, but it's a cool build, to say the least. And I might put another one over on this side of the build as well. And then that'll really like wrap up the area. In fact, it'll be perfect. I can see it already, just like about a cube shaped thing right there. Then Corrales can build into this space. And that's kind of like the end of the whole area. Build a bridge over here. Then maybe come around and tidy up the back of some of these as well. Because they're a little unfinished. But yeah, I like the idea of just hanging out in the area and making it top notch. Because it's Hermitcraft, right? What else would we do? Peeps, we reached the end of my stream. If you didn't hear me say it earlier, I'd love it if you checked out my music, Soulside Eclipse, on all those different websites. What are they called? Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp, yada yada yada. You've probably heard it 100 times, but if you haven't, please do go check out Soulside Eclipse. It'd be lovely if you took the time to check out my music. Right now, though, I've got to crack on with the rest of my day, which means I need to find someone to riggedy raid. We need to do a riggedy raid on another YouTuber because, you know, I can't just end my stream. Joe is actually streaming some Hermitcraft right now, so I'll send you over to Joe. So more Hermitcraft action for you. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.